Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Looks like we are rocking and rolling here. Let me make some adjustments. There we go. Yay, good morning. And for the fourth time, fifth time. So it is Monday and we are here to find out what the ancestors have to tell us, to guide us in our leadership this week of the Swell Collective Ship, our families, our communities, all that good stuff. It is a foggy day out here in Oceanside, kind of chilly. We've had our dog walk and it's damp out there, but no rain. Just dew on all the, spring flowers and that sort of thing. A lot of things are growing and sprouting and it's exciting. We're also headed into a new moon this week, which is a great time to kind of pause and reflect and wrap up, kind of tie up any loose ends and that sort of thing to prepare to then begin the next cycle of our lunar month. And yeah, I think we've become so disconnected from a lot of the rhythms of nature, just because of, the sheer volume of technology that creeps into our life day to day, artificial light and blue screens from our devices and schedules that don't always sync up. A lot of us have the same working hours when the hours of sunlight change over the course of the seasons. And anyhow, our body's always trying to sort of get synced up with nature. And sometimes we work at odds with that. And that can show up as fatigue and frustration and irritability and all that sort of thing. One practice that I started during the pandemic was kind of like a seasons journal. I have a page, I think it's back there. I kind of leave it open on that table to drop by and put little notes and observations. So there's like a few pages for every month. And since 2020, I've been just making observations every month of what I'm seeing in nature, what birds are starting to nest and fly over, what flowers and fruits and veggies are sprouting, and that sort of thing. And it's just been a really helpful way to sort of reconnect with the rhythms of nature and see how they show up in my own physiology as well. Around this time of year, I start to get pretty overstimulated and excitable, and I want to go and do all the things. I think I'm solar powered, so the longer days start kind of revving me up, and I have to be conscious of that because sometimes my enthusiasm can trample over other folks' sort of, peaceful bubbles. So I always want to be sensitive to how what to me is kind of enthusiastic springtime, boundless energy might not feel good for folks that aren't in that same space. And this isn't about like dimming your light or hiding your light, under a bucket or anything like that. It's just, hey, what a wonderful world we would live in if we began to consider the needs of others in collaboration with our own instead of with, at odds with our own needs. That's really what true collaboration is about, is not abandoning your own needs, but imagining how they can coexist with the needs of others and finding creative ways to make sure that everyone's needs are met. So anyhow, all that being said, it is time for a message from the ancestors. Last week we had the administrator, which actually was perfect because I spent a lot of time deep in the project management minds and workflows and automations and kind of geeking out on all that sort of stuff. We are really trying to leverage all we can from technology to save us time and energy that we can then invest in true relationship building. So, messing around with manual posts of social media every day. If we can kind of preload that stuff into a system that drips that out to folks to start conversations, and we're more present to engage in those conversations, that sort of thing. So I did a lot of that kind of work this past week, and that was fun. So let's see what we get this week. Take a piece of the altar there. Ask the ancestors what they have in way of guidance. That's the one right there. What do we have? They're saying to keep at it. It's the administrator again. So my work in the workflow and automation minds is not done. I meant to stay practical and grounded. I think this might be a good response to, the overexcitement that happens to me around this time of year. And this is a gentle reminder from the ancestors to just, remember to stay grounded. I also love this imagery here. I was talking about the seasonal observations that I make in that book, and I see like the birds arriving to the nest and bringing all of the lovely feathers to the nest to make it cozy for new things to grow and hatch and reveal themselves. So put it on my little stand here to remember it. I go about my work all week, and maybe that'll help you too. Maybe the ancestors are talking to you too about what you need to kind of the themes you need to explore in your leadership this week as we lead our families, our communities, our organizations towards our collective liberation and compassionate, loving world for all of us. I appreciate y'all. Love you all. Get in touch with us if you want to join us in community or want to hear what the ancestors have to channel for you. I'm always happy to be in thought partnership with you or do a reading with you and that sort of thing. I love you all very much. Go out there and make great change and take care of yourselves. Most importantly, make sure that you're staying hydrated and that you're moving your body. This change work is an embodied practice, and we have to hold a lot of conflict often, and we have to hold a lot of bear witness to a lot of trauma, and it's triggering to some of us who experienced trauma earlier in our lives. So please, please, please take care of your bodies, your minds, and your spirits. It's good for all of us. Love you. Appreciate you.